Humzz in front. Sayursa can't get there. Humzz fights him off and Humzz wins from Sayursa.
Yeah, great result there with Humzz again. Going pretty good, that horse, isn't he? He's had 4 starts this time in for 2 wins and a second. Yeah, he's doing a good job. You know, once again, you draw a good gate and you get a good run, and the run come when he needed to get it. Interesting, Noel said that the other horse clearly got to him at about the 200, and he gave a good kick and hit the line through nice, and even through the line he was holding his own with the other horse. So he'll probably head off now to keep running in these sort of Vobis races. It's interesting, you're sort of tempted to take these horses to town, but when you can, when they're Vobis horses and you can run them in restricted grade, it's city class prize money. I think you're going around for 25,000 to the winner. So it's certainly it's midweek prize money. So he'll probably go to Pakenham next Friday night. There's a 1,000 metre benchmark 70 Vobis race, so slowly step our way through the grades. He's won on the synthetic before, so I know he'll handle it all, and I actually did a bit of work with him this morning and he worked up nice and sharp, so no reason he won't perform really well again. What else do we have? Poor old Minyinga. Poor bugger, she draws, last couple of starts she drew wide and had no luck and was narrowly beaten, and the other day at Sandown she drew a good gate, got a beautiful run, and then just didn't see daylight until really late, and then she only got beaten she ran 4th, beaten half a length, but you can see that the longest straight and the widest straight in Victoria, and we end up not being able to get a run. But look, she's obviously going really well. She's had probably nearly a dozen starts this time in, and she keeps sort of bunting up every week, so we'll take her home, give her a kiss and cuddle, and make sure she's okay for the week. And if she's okay, we'll do a bit of work with her next week, and if she's okay, we'll maybe go back to the races. If not, sort of got no dramas at all. If she doesn't work up sharp, well, she's probably got looking for an over-deserved spell. But while they're going good, you're mad having them in the paddock. Okay, now runners this week. Okay, Friday. Head to Geelong. I had Diamond Luke in up at Swan Hill the other day, and he just left a little bit of tucker, and so we just sort of thought, a big long float trip up there, probably young horse doesn't need to be doing that, so we'll keep him for Geelong on Friday. 2,400 metres, Callow goes back on, jump out and just ride him off the speed and have him hitting the line. You know, this preparation's all about educating this horse. He does a lot wrong. He's big, raw, green sort of horse, and he's for a big horse, he's only just eating. So I'd probably like to see him doing a bit better. But 58 grade, I don't mind him carrying a bit of weight. He's bloody big 16-hand horse, so he'll carry the weight okay, and hopefully he goes well. Little young hostess, probably going to run her somewhere next week, but I've got her in Friday night at Cranbourne. If that race is all right, I might even run her there. I'm just very mindful I want to try and get her to a nice race in a couple of weeks' time, but I've thrown a set of blinkers on and it's really sharpened her up, and that's all she needed. She only just needs to be probably 2 or 3 lengths closer and she'll be all over these races. She's only been sort of getting beaten narrowly in town, probably by 2 or 3 lengths. With the blinkers can just sharpen her and put her that little bit closer, that sort of brings her right into play. So she might go around Friday night as well. Okay, nothing Saturday. Sunday, head off to Bendigo. Lovely little 2-year-old filly called Little Miss Gutsaa. She's, I don't race a lot of 2-year-olds, but she sort of held her hand up and kept going right through or do her trials and jump outs and gallops at home and keeps pulling up well from them, so she may as well go to the races. She needs the education. She's pretty green. She does a fair bit wrong, but I just think a nice full field at Bendigo, jump and give her a kick in the guts, and she should land midfieldish or closer, and then be hitting the line nice and strong. I think she'll make a nice spring horse. She's probably as nice a 2-year-old filly as I've had in a long time, so I've no doubt she'll sort of make it in the spring somewhere. This prep will be a bit about education, but it's certainly going good, and hopefully she can earn some prize money. Also, Phil the Flute. Flute's back. She's had a trialled up nice and sharp, probably just knocked up a little bit late, so she might be just a bit vulnerable as far as fitness goes, but there's not a lot. She's a really hard horse to place. You know, these 1,000-metre horses, when they get up in grade, they have quite a few restricted grade races, but when they sort of get to this 80 plus in ratings, they're very, very difficult to place. So 1,000-metre benchmark 78, that's her go, so she may as well go around there. Be really keen to sort of see how she's come back. I suppose she's a bit of crossroads this preparation, whether she goes off and becomes a mum or whether she keeps racing. But early doors, she's sound enough, she seems healthy enough, and she's sort of worked up sharp enough, so we'll see how she goes on Sunday. Probably nothing Monday, nothing Tuesday. Wednesday, little mare called, little filly called Pink Angel. She comes back. She won really well first up last time in, and then she probably had a little bit of a hiccup second up. Give her a nice break. She spelled really well, and she's come back in. I thought she trialled up really sharp the other day, and her gallop was very sharp here through the week. So she's ready to go to the races. 1,000 metre 64 at Ballarat. It's going to be a city sort of grade race, but I think she's sort of up to that sort of grade. I'll be really disappointed if she doesn't sort of run in the top 3 or 4, and certainly on her work through the week, the winner of the race wouldn't have worked any better than what she does. So fitness is good, nice and healthy horse, so I expect her to go really well. You'll get big odds because I think this will be a really strong, plenty of depth in the race, and I don't think you'll get this price about her after this week, so let's see how she goes.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a really well followed horse for the stable called Pink Angel. She won really impressively last prep at Warrnambool first up, and then next start she probably just had enough. She's a bit in season. She's a really young, immature filly, so she probably just looking for a holiday, that was all. So she's come back in, she's really chilled up. She's galloping up really good here at the farm, and yeah, I think it's probably the best we've had her looking. So she's yeah, really happy with where she's at in her preparation. She's had a trial. She'll go to Ballarat next Wednesday, 1,000 metre 3-year-old 64. So perfect sort of race for her. That's exactly where we want to kick off her preparation. I'm not sure a filly like she is, how many runs we'll get out of her, but I'm really happy with going into her first up. She's got plenty of condition on, she's really well fit. Yeah, I'd expect a pretty forward run first up from her, and look forward to what she can do this preparation.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Really keen, a couple of horses racing this week. Little 2-year-old filly, Little Miss Gutsaa. Keen to sort of see where she is at. She's galloping up here with a couple of my faster horses, and she certainly stays up with them. So she's just a bit green, she's a bit young, so she probably just needs a bit of education, but she's okay. What else? Maddi starred well last week on the bloopers. We're not finished with her yet. There might be a couple more of them to come. What else? Phil the Flute. Interesting to see how she goes on Sunday. She, you know, fast sort of horse, and she's working okay. Just whether she's sort of that she might have had a big prep and she might be a bit past it. But yeah, pretty keen to sort of get to the races and see how she's going. She seems to be going okay. What else? That's probably about it. Pink Angel comes for first up. It's going pretty good. So yeah, probably a couple of really interesting runners this week. So these horses all first up, and they all seem to have trialled up really well, and they all seem to be galloping up through the week. So we might have a good week, I hope. Until next week, see you later.
And I can't wait to get to the races early on next year. I'm looking forward to doing that. I don't know what else I'm saying. And I'm very excited to end up going to the races one day. That's all I got in my head. And I'm very looking forward to working my bum off to... Oh.